So the brown anti-block is from Chisel, the stone is from Minecraft, and the lead dust is from Mechanism. How about the potato mask? Oh, it's from Botania. Well, let me show you how you can see such useful stuff too. Hello everyone, my name is JohnArmy and welcome to a mod showcase. Today I'm going to review the mod Wawa, or Waya some people say. I'm going to refer it as it with both names so I don't anger anyone. And also two add-ons for it, which are Wawa and WAILA Harvestability. Those are GUI mods that can show you what items you have in your inventory, placed on the ground, and some other tweaks with the add-ons, and just plainly with the options that you have. So as you can see, I've got stone from Minecraft, lime wool from Minecraft, lead dust from Mechanism, molten silver bucket from Minecraft Forge, and it's just one of the most useful mods that you can have for stuff such as mod packs, since probably no one knows what every mod pack has in them, entirely everything. So it will help you with learning about mod packs and the stuff it has, and they are GUI mods, so we will review them in the library. So let's go here. As you can see, I have a ton of stuff and I'm going to go through it one by one. So first we have the simple blocks. Oak wood, currently harvestable, that is from WAILA Harvestability, effective 2x. Here we have the lapis lazuli, all with such simple things similar to the oak wood. We have a chest and it is compatible with every single mod, but you should know that the most recent version, which is for 1.10.2, does have some stuff very unpolished and it's not really finished. So if you are watching this in the future, it might be, but right now of the making of this video, most of the stuff still isn't completely made. As you can see here, we have a missing texture and name. Here we have the wrong block shown, but that is just Mechanism stuff. So if it didn't have such a glitch, it would show you how much of the liquid you have in your tank. So as you can see here, I have 7,000 millibuckets of water, or just 7 buckets of water, and it would show me it in the Wawa if it did work. It does work on older versions, earlier ones. And here on the Elite Fluid tank, I can see the molten emerald that I have 6 buckets of, and that should have been shown in the Wawa too. And I also have this mossy stone brick monster egg here, which I'm going to explain you why I have it here too. I can see liquids here, such as the molten emerald, and yeah, I think that is for the simple part of Wawa or Wawa. So now let's start with Wawa Harvestability. With it you can see what tool you can use on an item and what tier it has to be to break it. So best represented with the ores. You can see here I have a red cross on all of these, and it says that it's not currently harvestable like that, and that I need my effective tool for this, or that item I can break it with the quickest, is a pickaxe. And as you can see here, for some I need a tier. For example, the goat, I need something at minimum that can mine diamond, same with iron. And for cobalt, which is from Tinker's contract, I need something that can minimum be level cobalt. So what does that mean? Well, if I have my diamond pickaxe here, everything here turns into green ticks, except this, since it's not, the diamond pickaxe isn't over level cobalt. The cobalt pickaxe from Tinker's construct is, and also everything higher than that, such as the manlin, and it will show me the tick over here. It does not work with the atomic disassembler from mechanism, but that is because it's a more confusing item, even though you can still break them. Yeah, and it will work. So yeah, you break them, you get them. Just make sure that you have the correct item, otherwise it will not work. And also have stuff over here which I forgot to tell you about WAWLA. You can see the RF, or how much energy a block has. So if I flip this lever, you can see that now I have some power here, and if it did work, it will show me here in the GUI how much energy I have. So it will show me how much energy I have out of how much. So you can see here that it's depleting it. Right now it will show me 12,000 energy from 1 million. Yeah, same as in here and with other machines, but as I said earlier, right now it doesn't work. We also have the jukebox, which is, if you see under its name, it says empty, and if I place some kind of music disc, it can show me the name of the disc. It is now playing C418 cut. Yep. And I also have this wheat. The potato and the wheat are mature, and it will show you with WAWLA how much the growth progresses. Right now my potatoes are on 71, but if I break one of these, it will show me 0. If I grab some bone meal, it can turn into mature, this to 71, and mature again. And that's a nice way to see if your crops are ready to harvest, if you are unsure. And you also have some options here. So if you go to options, controls, and scroll to the very bottom, or at where the WAWLA tab is, you'll see the config screen, which is numpad 0 or number pad 0, the numbers that are on the right of your keyboard, if you don't know. You have show liquids with numpad 2, show recipe with 3, show usage with 4, and show /height with numpad 1. Now I will press numpad 1 and watch the WAWLA GUI. Boom, it disappeared. And that's what it does, it shows it or hides it. 2 is usually disabled by default, which means that you won't be able to see liquids. So I usually turn it on, especially on mod packs, since I want to know what kind of liquid I'm stirring up. Now I can see that this is molten emerald. Yeah. But 3 and 4 right now don't work. I think it's because of just enough items. It's still only compatible with not enough items, but with numpad 3, if I pressed on the red wool, it will show me that it's crafted with a wool and red dye and all other variants and such. Yeah, just the same if I press it here, it will show me this stuff. Yeah, the mob drops, villager traits, and whatever else I have. Yeah, but right now it doesn't work, and same is for usage. It will show me how I can use it. So if I press U, it will show me all the recipes I have here. Yeah, and if I press 0, this tab opens up. On the left we have WAWLA, which is the simple options. Show height WAWLA, which is numpad 1, liquids, which is numpad 2, and the other are more advanced stuff. And you also have this configure aspect. If you press it, you can actually see over here where you can move your GUI. So if you want it more to the right, more to the left, you can move it. Right now I won't because it's comfortable over here, but you can. And usually the alpha over here is going to be on 80, and this means that you have this blue overlay, and it's a bit difficult to see behind the blocks if the GUI is pretty big, such as on some of the ores. So if you want to get rid of that, you can configure the aspect to have 0 alpha. And this won't get rid of the WAWLA entirely, that would be dumb. It will only get rid of the background. All the letters and the images are still here, with the same information, just that you can see the blocks behind more clearly. Yeah, it's the same background such as in the items here, but for difference you can disable it. And we also have the modules, which if you have a bunch of mods that are compatible with WAILA, it will show you more options. And for now I'm going to review these three, since these are from the mods that we're using. Tinker's Construct is another mod, and that's why I'm not going to show it. So general will have show entities health, which is if I hover over an entity, it shows me the health and the actual entity. But as you see here, I have the neat mode, which already shows me this. So if I want to disable it, I can disable the health, and it will only tell me that it's a wolf and the Wawa information which is sitting and from where it is. But I can even disable the entities, which means that it won't even appear on entities. Ouch. No Poochie. Yeah, so right now I will turn it off, even though normally I do have it disabled. Right now we will need it for later on in the showcase. And next we have the crop growth, which is this stuff here. If you want to just disable it and you don't want to see your crops growing, it will just show you from which mod it is and how it's called, such as wheat, Minecraft. It won't show you growth and how much percent it is or mature. So the next module is Vanilla MC. Here you have the jukebox discs, which I showed you. Repeater delay, which is how many ticks you put on a repeater. I guess I can show you this. So if I type the repeater, and here you can see delay 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks and 4 ticks. Yeah, you also have this for a comparator. Boop. You can see mode comparator and subtractor. Yeah, this is for the redstone geeks. Yeah, you have the lever state, which if you saw here, now the state is off, and if I flick it, it stayed on. Pretty simple stuff, which is a bit useless, but it still can be useful. The spawner type, which can show you what kind is a spawner. If you cannot understand me, I mean, if you have these spawners here, so a skeleton spawner can be differentiated from a zombie spawner. It will show you when you hover over it. On the place of 2 pickaxes, it will show you that it's a spawner and of what mob it is. And next we've got the redstone power and the hide silverfish. So if I want to hide silverfish, it's usually on default is yes, but if I press no, it will show me mossy stone brick monster egg. Otherwise it will show me just a mossy stone brick, but right now, as I said, it's still work in progress for 1.10.2 and it won't show it. So you will see if there is a silverfish or not. And the last thing from here is the redstone power. So if I get some redstone and something to activate it with, it will show me here redstone block, power 15, which is the maximum that you get after placing a power, and then 14, 13 and so on until it doesn't have any, and you have to put something else to continue the line. And the next options are for WAILA Harvestability, and which is just stuff that is pretty simple, which is harvest level, tool required, ores only, sneak only, which is to sneak. All these sneak options, if you sneak, to only show them. Silk touch ability, which is if you can silk touch something to get it, it will show it. The harvest level number, which is not very useful, that's why it's on default disabled. Then harvestable only, which would be dumb. Why would you want to see only the stuff you cannot harvest? The minimal mode, which is actually useful if you think the GUI is a pretty big. You can see here the red cross or the green tick with the item you're required to get, and what the tier it needs to be. It is useful, but I usually have it on no. Next is the effective 2 and currently harvestable, which, yeah, I already showed. So, next we're going to show Wawa, and I'm going to read these functions, which are quite a lot. I tried to fit them into 4 signs. I don't think I did it completely. I had to shorten a bunch of the words. So, the first is for entities, and this doesn't work right now, but it's time until breeding and time until mature. What that means is if a cow is breedable, it will show me if I hover with the wheel. So now when they mate, it will still say that they are breedable even though they aren't, and that's where the mistake is. And with the little cow over here, if it did work, it will show me how much time it needs to become a mature cow. That cow just disappeared. Okay, so for example, it will tell me 40,000 seconds until the cow can grow into maturity, or something similar. Next are the armor points of an entity. So here you can see the zombie has an armor points of 2, which are his default armor points, and for most mobs that is the same case. But if it has some armor, the armor will increase and it will have some more. For example, if it has an iron chestplate, it will increase from something such as armor 2 to armor 10. And the last thing is if the pet is tamed and if it's sitting. So right now you can see that it is sitting, but now it isn't. Yeah, but the tame, I don't know how it really works since it doesn't work right now, but yeah, you can see the color of the dog, and if you have an ocelot it will turn into a cat, so a bit useless. Even though it doesn't work, it is still, if it did work, useless. Next are some stuff for the blocks, which most of them don't work. First is the blast resistance and hardness, which I think is the same thing. And what they would show you is how much TNT power, or just how much power of explosion you need to break an item. So for red wool it would be pretty low, and for obsidian it would be really high. Next is the right item for mining, which you see here over the WAILA Harvestability. I also have the Wawa, which is only for ores. You can see here 2 pickaxes. It doesn't work for wood, sadly. I don't know why, since it does say 2 pickaxes. It is kinda useless when you have both of the add-ons, and you usually have them both, but yeah, it's still something. And the breaking percentage, which is the thing that works, it will show you how much progress you get on your mining. So if I break this, it will be on 100%, it will drop it. Such as on the obsidian, if you're having trouble breaking a ton of obsidian, at least you'll know how much it actually takes you until you can break it, and you'll be prepared to take it. Next is the XP worth of an orb. So if I get a bottle of enchanting, I'll spray some XP on the ground, and if I hover over it, I'm supposed to see how much XP it will give me. As you saw here, it didn't give me that much, but it would show me how much exactly it would give me. Next is the horse statistics, which is pretty useful if you're searching for a nice horse. So you can see this young horse here. It has a jump strength of 1.4 and speed of 1.9. Not the strongest, not the quickest. You can see here the speed is higher and the jump strength too. All horses have different ones, and this is much better than just making some kind of weird contraption where you can test it for yourself. So next is the what item is in an item frame. You can see here the item frame, and under that it says item music disc. So if I change that with something such as the tiny potato mask, it will show me that for information, and that is for everything: atomic disassembler, metal pickaxe, and so on. it will show it. Next are the fuse time and the villager profession. The fuse time is how much time you have until a TNT explodes, which I won't be showing here since I will blow up everything, but you get the idea. You ignite it, and if you hover over it, it will show you how much time you have until it explodes. In my opinion, I would just run, but whatever you want to do. Next, as I said, are the villager professions, which do work for other mods, and they will show you what kind of villagers you have. So here I have a career Fletcher here, even though it is a fisherman. Right now it's a bit converted. If I get to show you a butcher, yeah, here it will show me that it's a leather worker, but actually it's a butcher. And if it is a leather worker, it will show career butcher. So yeah, it is kinda confusing. But as I said many times in the video, it is still working on the 1.10.2 iteration of the mods. So we just need to wait a little bit, and if you're into the future, it might already be fixed for you. Next is what is in the furnace. You can see over here I have a fuel of 3 coal by 3, and an output which is stone by 2. As you can see, it is accurate, and if I press cobblestone, it shows me the input cobblestone and how much burn time it has, which is 1 minute and 13 seconds, and so on. It will show me right now the input disappears and I have 1 more stone over here, and it will just burn a bit more. Next is the player's school name, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, since if you're going to have the school of a player, well, it will have their name on it most likely. So I guess this is for some plugins maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, and the last feature for today is the enchanted book descriptions. For now they don't work, but what they would do is just give you a brief description of what the enchantment does. For example, for sharpness it would show me that it gives me a damage boost or something similar. And that is it for this mod showcase. So thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed it and it helped you, please hit that like button. And if you're new here and want to see more content from me, subscribe. And as always guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye. Now let's see where those guys went. Oh, I have 3 villagers and a cow. Oh my gosh.